Sitting alert in the golden grass, Makina the leopard scans her surroundings. She slinks forward, her spotted body gliding low before disappearing completely into the thick green bushes to begin her hunt. While the herd of impalas stands alert, Makina crouches in the vibrant green grass. With a sudden burst of energy, she springs forward, launching a high-speed chase through the thick undergrowth. High above the ground, Makina rests flat on a thick acacia branch. She carefully guards her hard-earned prey, which hangs securely over the wooden fork, safe from rivals below. Across the golden savanna, the commotion draws unwanted attention. An African wild dog perks its large rounded ears, scanning the horizon as it detects the unmistakable scent of a fresh meal. On the forest floor, the opportunistic pack of wild dogs quickly descends upon the fallen prize. They frantically bite and pull at the carcass, squabbling noisily under the cover of the trees. Retreating from the lost meal, Makina walks through the pasture before lying down in the cool green grass. She calmly licks her lips, biding her time for the next hunt. With her energy restored, the resilient leopard turns and walks steadily away from the camera. Her spotted tail sways gently as she disappears deep into the safety of the green foliage. Under the bright morning sun, two lions march down a dusty trail. The powerful lioness, Kala, leads the way, pausing to scan the vast golden terrain for any signs of danger. Kala slowly sits down in the brush, watching over her family. Nearby, several lionesses and their playful cubs rest closely together, thriving under the protection of their strong and unified pride. The territory offers abundant prey, from alert impalas to zebras standing together in the wide-open grassland. Even the massive Cape buffaloes graze nearby, presenting both great opportunity and immense danger. Threatening their peace, an invading male lion pants heavily behind green leaves. He steps out onto the dirt, his powerful frame and dark mane signaling a direct challenge to Kala's rule. While the pride rests near a mound, the silence is shattered. Standing firmly on a dirt path, the invading male opens his mouth wide, unleashing a thunderous, commanding roar. Refusing to yield, Kala stares intensely through the tall grass. With her pride marching close behind, she leads her defenders forward to confront the intruder head-on. Chaos erupts as the lions clash, kicking up a thick cloud of dust. Snarling with bared teeth, the pride fights with fierce determination to protect their sacred home. Overwhelmed by their collective strength, the defeated male lion turns and walks away down a dusty road. He looks back one last time, thoroughly vanquished from their territory. With the threat gone, the pride rests in peace. Kala walks slowly through the dry grass, her heavy belly showing as she prepares for her most important duty yet. Slipping away into a secluded hollow, Kala cradles her newborn. She gently licks the tiny, fragile cub nestled in the grass, welcoming a new generation into the wild. Taking her first steps as a mother, Kala leads her offspring. Two small cubs eagerly follow close behind her paws along the dirt path, learning the ways of the wild. Under their mother's watchful eye, the cubs bond and play. One playful cub nuzzles and licks Kala's muzzle as she rests, strengthening the family ties essential for survival. A massive herd of buffaloes grazes peacefully, unaware of the danger. Nearby, an extreme close-up reveals a golden eye staring intensely through the grass, locked onto a target. Sensing the predator, the herd of buffaloes stands shoulder to shoulder, staring forward with formidable horns. Their united front instantly turns the tables, forcing the hunter to think twice. While the buffalo's formidable horns stand united, an even greater trial looms. Aerial views reveal the vast green plains giving way to a winding river, signaling a desperate search for water. Under a blazing, relentless sun, the green pastures wither away. The dry, golden-brown earth stretches endlessly, forcing the herds to begin their long, arduous journey across the parched plains. A massive column of wildebeests kicks up clouds of dust as they march together. Driven by a shared hunger, thousands of animals unite to form a spectacular moving wall of life. Zebras and wildebeests walk shoulder to shoulder, sharing the burden of the trek. In the distance, a long, winding line of migrant snakes across the ridge under the watchful eyes of grazing gazelles. With their curved horns pointing forward, the exhausted travelers gather on the dry plains. They pause, scanning the horizon, as they prepare to face the most dangerous obstacle of their journey. Standing at the edge of the steep, dusty cliff, the herd hesitates. Slowly, They begin their perilous descent down the sandy slope, kicking up dirt as they head toward the water below. Lurking silently in the murky water, a massive crocodile watches and waits. Its powerful jaws rest slightly open, while its cold, unblinking eyes lock onto the approaching herd from the river's edge. The crowded herd gathers at the river's edge, their bodies packed tightly in anticipation. Nearby, a silent predator glides effortlessly through the calm water, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Zebras and wildebeests plunge into the muddy river, unleashing a flurry of white splashes. They struggle through the rushing currents, desperately wading toward the safety of the opposite bank. A sea of dark bodies fills the river as thousands of wildebeests surge forward together. They thrash through the deep water, creating a chaotic wall of splashing foam in their desperate scramble. A fierce struggle erupts as a massive crocodile clamps its jaws onto a wildebeest's snout. The desperate prey thrashes wildly, fighting for its life as it is dragged into the deep. With the crossing over, a giant crocodile rests its heavy body on the muddy shore. Others glide silently through the calm water, gathering along the sandy banks to bask in the sun. Across the vast golden plains, the surviving wildebeests form a long, orderly line. They steadily march forward, leaving the treacherous river behind as they continue their endless search for green grass. Leaving the dry savanna behind, the scene shifts across the globe. Aerial views reveal a vast, dense green forest stretching to the horizon, where a different kind of predator stalks in silence. Sitting alertly behind yellow wildflowers, a powerful puma scans the forest. The stealthy cat turns its head, licking its nose with a pink tongue before locking its piercing eyes onto a target. An alert guanaco scans the horizon, unaware of the danger. Suddenly, the puma leaps through the dry grass, successfully capturing her prey and beginning to feed on the fresh catch. High in the rugged mountains, dense pine forests blanket the steep slopes under a bright blue sky. This majestic, untamed wilderness serves as the perfect sanctuary for the elusive mountain predators. On a grassy mountain slope, a mother puma rests with her young cub. She gently nuzzles and plays with her playful offspring, reinforcing the strong family bonds essential for survival. The majestic puma walks stealthily through the thick green bushes, hunting for her family. Nearby, a tiny bear cub sits quietly behind a fallen log, waiting for its mother's return. Leaving the waiting cub behind, we enter the rugged mountains where the mighty grizzly bear reigns. Watch as this powerful predator steps carefully across a fallen log over the rushing river currents. When the legendary salmon run begins, these mountain streams transform into a rich banquet. From high above, massive schools of red fish swarm the shallows, bringing hope to hungry predators. Millions of sockeye salmon swim upstream to the rivers of their birth to spawn and die. Their dense, bright red bodies pack the clear water, thrashing together in a final, heroic journey. Grizzlies gather along the wide river, standing motionless as statues in the sun-dappled shallows. These patient hunters keep their eyes locked on the water, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With explosive power, a massive grizzly lunges forward, splashing water everywhere. Its powerful jaws snap a leaping salmon clean out of the air, showcasing the ultimate test of survival. This is the harshest test of reflexes nature can devise. Standing victorious in the cold current, the bear tightly grips a fresh salmon in its mouth, ready to feast. Though some giants grow to weigh up to 850 pounds, even this young cub must learn. Watch as it walks along the gravel bank, practicing its hunting skills. The grizzly is the purest embodiment of raw natural power. Wading steadily through the rushing river, this magnificent predator looks alertly around, dominating its wild domain with every step. Its signature feature is a large, muscular hump on the shoulders, built for raw strength. Watch as it walks through the shallows before plunging into deeper water to swim. To prepare for winter, grizzlies enter a phase of ceaseless eating. Tearing into a bright red salmon with its heavy paws, every single bite provides the vital energy needed to survive. Mother bears teach their cubs to fish beside the rushing waterfalls. Standing close together on the grassy bank, the mother guides her young cub through the dangerous currents. A newborn cub weighs roughly 1 pound, entering the world tiny, blind, and furless. Yet they grow rapidly under their mother's care, seen here touching noses affectionately in the shallows. Cubs stay with their mother for up to 3 years to master survival. Together they splash and wrestle playfully in the river, building the strength they will need to endure. In a marvel of nature, a fertilized egg does not develop immediately. Watch this female wade through the water, framed by green leaves, as her body waits for the perfect moment. Only when the mother has stored sufficient fat does the embryo grow. To build these reserves, she swims tirelessly through the green river, searching for every last meal. Mother bears defend their young with absolute ferocity against large males. Nearby, a smaller bear sits alertly on a grassy slope behind the trees, keeping a watchful eye out for danger. As winter approaches, the quiet call of the long sleep begins. Walking through a clearing of towering pine trees, this magnificent grizzly sniffs the air, ready for hibernation. In the tropical forests, there exists an animal both familiar and strange. Meet the South American tapir, walking steadily along a dirt path, using its unique flexible snout to navigate. The South American tapir is truly an ancient creature. Watch as this gentle giant walks across a rocky mountain ridge, framed beautifully against the warm glow of a setting sun. As a silent, persistent sower of the forest, it plays a vital role. Tapping the ground with its snout, it carefully eats small red berries, dispersing seeds to grow new life. Its swimming ability is also a significant advantage in this wild habitat. To escape predators or simply cool off, this unique creature happily bathes in the muddy forest waters. While the gentle tapir cools off in the muddy waters, a much more dangerous presence stirs nearby in the shadows. A jaguar, the undisputed king of the rainforest, emerges to begin its silent hunt. Locking its piercing golden eyes onto a distracted tapir, the massive cat prepares to strike. In this unforgiving landscape, a single moment of carelessness can cost an animal its life. Though this particular hunt ends in failure, the jaguar's fearsome reputation remains completely unchallenged. It reigns supreme as the ultimate apex predator, commanding respect from every creature in the jungle. Weighing up to 265 pounds, its muscular frame is built for pure power. Every stride reveals the immense strength required to dominate such a vast competitive territory. Its striking coat is adorned with unique dark rosettes, distinguishing it from its distant African cousins. This beautiful pattern provides the perfect camouflage amidst the dappled sunlight of the forest. Rather than wasting valuable energy on long chases, this clever feline relies entirely on stealth. It blends seamlessly into the deep shadows, waiting patiently for the perfect moment to ambush. Creeping forward with footsteps as silent as the wind, it closes the distance to its target. The jungle holds its breath as the predator positions itself just inches away from striking. When it finally strikes, it delivers a bite of unparalleled force, crushing everything in its path. Boasting the strongest jaw of any big cat, its lethal power is legendary. Surprisingly, this powerful predator is also an exceptional swimmer, unlike most other big cats. It willingly plunges into deep rivers, turning the water into another highly effective hunting ground. As the intense heat of the dry season bakes the earth, cooling off becomes a necessity. The jaguar seeks out muddy pools and rivers to regulate its temperature and rest. Yet the water is not just for relaxation, it is also a strategic spot to find prey. Alert creatures like the social peccary must remain incredibly cautious when approaching the bank. Even a coordinated herd of peccaries stands little chance against a seasoned, clever jaguar. With one swift movement, the predator can scatter the group and isolate its chosen target easily. Sharing this rich habitat is another remarkable feline, though much smaller in size. Meet the ocelot, a slender and agile hunter that possesses its own unique set of survival skills. Every single line of its compact body is finely tuned for agility and stealth. It navigates the high branches of the forest canopy with the grace of a master acrobat. Equipped with heavily padded paws that muffle its footsteps, it approaches small prey completely undetected. Its silent movement makes it a highly efficient nocturnal hunter in the dense brush. This agile predator focuses its efforts on smaller game, from forest rodents to quick lizards. Its diverse diet ensures it can find sustenance even when larger prey becomes scarce. While the cats rule the shadows, a strange armored wanderer rustles through the dry leaves. The nine-banded armadillo moves steadily along the ground, protected by its unique biological shield, named for the distinctive flexible bands crossing its back. This creature is built for defense. This natural armor protects it from the sharp teeth of pumas and ocelots alike. Composed of hundreds of hard bony plates, its tough shell acts like a medieval suit of armor. It allows the armadillo to forage peacefully without fear of sudden predator attacks. To find its food, the armadillo uses its strong claws to dig deep into the topsoil. It relentlessly searches for insects and earthworms, playing a vital role in aerating the earth. Nearby, another busy creature inspects the trees with an incredibly active, curious nature. The South American coati, a close relative of the raccoon, uses its long snout to explore. This curious explorer, the South American coati, uses its incredibly sensitive snout to search for food among the forest floor's dense leaves. It remains constantly alert to potential dangers lurking nearby. Traveling in highly organized family groups, these agile animals navigate the forest floor with remarkable speed. Their long, ringed tails act as vital signaling devices to keep the tight-knit troop together. When danger threatens on the ground, the coatis quickly take to the safety of the high canopy. Their powerful claws and flexible ankles allow them to descend trees headfirst with ease. Social bonds are reinforced through mutual grooming sessions high above the forest floor. This cooperative behavior ensures the troop remains healthy and united against the many predators sharing their complex habitat. Returning to the ground, they resume their relentless search for insects, small reptiles, and fallen fruits. Every overturned log and leaf pile represents a potential feast for these highly opportunistic feeders. Sharing these same ancient trees is the highly intelligent brown capuchin monkey. Renowned for its cognitive abilities, this primate constantly observes its surroundings, planning its next move with calculating precision. Navigating the branches with effortless grace, the capuchin uses its prehensile tail as a reliable fifth limb. This physical adaptation allows it to reach the most difficult food sources safely. Their diverse diet keeps them constantly active, feeding on everything from sweet fruits to protein-rich insects. By scattering seeds and leftovers, they act as vital, silent gardeners of the rainforest. Capuchins are master problem solvers, utilizing heavy stones as tools to crack open stubborn nutshells. This remarkable ability to learn and adapt separates them from most other forest dwellers. Strong maternal instincts ensure the survival of the next generation in this highly competitive environment. Mothers carry their vulnerable infants securely on their backs as they navigate the canopy. High above the canopy, soaring wings catch rising thermal currents as a different kind of survivor searches for opportunity. Turkey vultures circle patiently, guided by their exceptionally keen sense of smell. Once a carcass is located, a chaotic feeding frenzy erupts as competitors arrive in large numbers. Black vultures quickly dominate through sheer aggression, pushing the smaller turkey vultures aside. After a chaotic feast, the vultures gather at a nearby watering hole to wash their feathers and cool off. Maintaining clean plumage is essential for their flight efficiency and overall health. These scavengers play a crucial role in the ecosystem by consuming decaying organic matter. Their highly acidic digestive systems neutralize deadly bacteria, preventing the spread of dangerous diseases. Despite their fierce competition, vultures must cooperate to tear open tough hides. This uneasy alliance ensures that every member of the flock gets a chance to feed before the carcass disappears. When a magnificent king vulture arrives, the black vultures respectfully make way for the larger predator. Its powerful beak is capable of tearing through the toughest hides, benefiting the entire flock. Watching the chaos from a safe distance is the striking crested caracara. This bold bird of prey relies on its exceptional eyesight and sharp intellect to find its next meal. Unlike other falcons, the caracara spends a significant amount of time walking on the ground. It patrols open fields, searching for injured animals, small reptiles, or abandoned scraps. Highly opportunistic, it often follows larger predators like foxes and pumas, waiting to steal their leftovers. This clever survival strategy allows the caracara to thrive in diverse and challenging landscapes. Spreading its broad wings, the caracara prepares to take flight once more. Its presence represents the perfect balance of predator and scavenger, ensuring the cycle of life continues uninterrupted. With a haunting call echoing across the vast plains, this magnificent bird claims its territory. In this unforgiving wilderness, adaptability remains the ultimate key to survival for every creature. In this unforgiving wilderness where adaptability is key, an elegant survivor emerges. The guanaco, a wild relative of the llama, steps with light yet firm grace across these rugged, wind-swept hills as the herd follows closely. As a close wild relative of the llama, this resilient herbivore is built to conquer harsh landscapes. It lowers its head to graze on tough desert shrubs, its elegant form perfectly sculpted to withstand the extreme mountain climate. Standing up to 4 feet tall at the shoulder, this magnificent creature surveys the horizon. Chewing slowly while keeping watch, its powerful build allows it to guard the herd against the vast, unpredictable plains. Covered in a thick coat of golden-brown fur, the guanaco walks gracefully through the sun-drenched fields. This protective layer shields it from biting mountain winds, serving as its primary defense against the harsh high plains. Unlike other large herbivores dependent on lush grasslands, the guanaco is a master of survival. It twitches its ears and opens its mouth to call out, thriving on sparse vegetation where others find only barren wasteland. In this parched landscape, it can go days without drinking water directly. Standing alert on a dry ridge, it relies on its ability to absorb vital moisture from the tough plants it consumes to stay hydrated. To survive, its 3-chambered digestive system efficiently breaks down tough cellulose. Looking out over the vast, barren plains, this specialized internal machinery ensures that even the sparsest desert plants provide vital energy. During prolonged droughts, it consumes roots and bark to survive. When resources dwindle, the entire herd runs together across the dry terrain, proving that nothing is off-limits when survival hangs in the balance. Living in stable social groups, unity is their shield. This curious young guanaco stares directly into the camera, protected by the watchful eyes of its family as they navigate the open plains together. The adult male remains extremely vigilant, standing on high slopes to watch for danger. Down below, a mother walks protectively alongside her young calf, relying on the leader's warning to keep them safe. A single signal from the leader triggers an instant escape. Peering over the bushes before sprinting, the herd flees in tight formation, climbing up snowy slopes to escape any potential threat. An agile silhouette is tightening its circle, eyes fixed on the herd. As a bird of prey glides silently overhead, the guanacos run across the barren plains, unaware of the danger closing in. The puma may not be the largest predator, but here it holds the ultimate advantage. Creeping down a rocky slope with intense focus, this master of stealth relies on calculated precision to secure its meal. With a slender, muscular body and a long, stabilizing tail, the puma is built for the chase. Its piercing golden eyes blink slowly, scanning the terrain with absolute focus and deadly intent. Adapted for silent movement, the puma creeps incredibly close to its prey. Staring forward, it licks its lips with a pink tongue, preparing to unleash its explosive power from the tall grass. A special reflective retina allows the puma to see clearly in low light. Crouching low in the dry grass with its ears pinned back, it locks its gaze onto the target, ready to strike. After tracking for hours, the puma launches forward at 43 miles per hour. Charging directly toward the camera, with its mouth open in a fierce snarl, it becomes a lethal force of nature. Armed with curved canines, it quickly subdues its prey. Standing proudly atop a rocky cliff overlooking the vast plains, the victorious puma surveys its domain, having successfully secured its survival once more. Other unique hunters rely on different gifts to survive. The maned wolf, a slender canid with stilt-like legs, rises from the grass and walks gracefully through the lush green vegetation of the plains. Neither a true wolf nor a fox, this solitary canid is an evolutionary marvel. Resting its head calmly in the grass, its unique lineage has developed highly specialized traits to master the savanna. Its large ears act as a biological radar, amplifying the faintest sounds. Lowering its head to sniff the dense foliage, the wolf navigates the quiet wilderness, guided by its exceptional senses. Continuing his solitary patrol, the maned wolf strides gracefully on stilt-like legs. He pauses to let out a wide yawn before continuing through the brush, seeking more than just meat to survive in this vast grassland. To thrive where other carnivores falter, he relies on a surprising diet. Navigating the dense shrubs with his head lowered, the wolf searches for wild lobera fruit, a vital source of hydration in dry times. Turning his head to scan the horizon, the maned wolf then lowers his snout to sniff the earth. By dispersing seeds across his territory, This solitary wanderer acts as an essential gardener for the savanna. Deep within the quiet forest, a cautious deer lowers its head to graze on the lush grass. Its subtle coat blends perfectly with the dappled shadows, keeping it safe from any hidden dangers. While grazing in small groups, safety is paramount. Close-up reveals tiny birds hitching a ride on the deer's back, picking away pests as the herd cautiously searches the forest edge for food. Standing perfectly still in a sunlit clearing, the deer scans its surroundings. It then moves gracefully along a misty riverbank, its slender legs stepping carefully as a white bird glides silently in the background. Under a bright blue sky, a silent hunter takes flight. With a distinctive heart-shaped face, this barn owl glides effortlessly past the green branches, scanning the ground below with absolute focus. Perched inside a hollow log, the owl tilts its head inquisitively. It crouches low and spreads its wings slightly, using its mottled plumage to blend seamlessly into the dark, protective wooden shelter. Staring directly forward, the owl's striking white facial disc acts as a biological radar. It blinks slowly, capturing every detail of its surroundings to pinpoint the slightest rustle of a potential target. Peeking through a frame of vibrant green leaves, the owl's dark eyes remain locked forward. Since it cannot move its eyes, it relies on its incredibly flexible neck to survey the forest. Huddled inside a dark hollow, one owl tilts its head before another launches into the air. Gliding low over a sunlit grassy field, its specialized feathers muffle the wind for a silent approach. Swooping upward with powerful wing beats, the owl navigates the dense canopy of a leafy green tree. Its sharp eyes remain locked on target as it prepares to strike from the branches. After a successful hunt, the owl glides back to its sanctuary. It lands safely inside a tree hollow framed by green ivy, peeking out to rest and digest its meal in peace. Before the day fully takes over, the barn owl performs one last sweep. Flapping its wings gracefully, it maneuvers around the thick green hedges under the clear blue sky. Now, the American kestrel takes command. Perched on a wire, this small raptor grips a rodent in its talons before launching into the pale sky, showcasing its remarkable hunting efficiency. Clutching its prey, the kestrel takes off from a bare branch. It spreads its patterned wings, soaring effortlessly through the blue sky as it carries its meal to a safer feeding spot. Perched quietly on a branch, the kestrel turns its head side to side. Its sharp, focused eyes scan the terrain below, waiting for the perfect moment to launch another high-speed dive. Perched side by side on bare twigs, a pair of kestrels braves the changing weather. To survive the dry season, they must adapt their strategy, shifting focus to larger prey. Looking back over its shoulder, a kestrel rests on a mossy red-tiled roof. With the return of the rains, this agile hunter is ready to strike at a moment's notice. High above the plains, the kestrel remains vigilant, perched on a budding branch. From this elevated vantage point, it surveys the vast wild territory, ready for whatever the next season brings. As the season shifts, another giant of the plains steps forward. The greater rhea, a flightless wanderer, depends on its powerful legs rather than wings to navigate the vast open grasslands. To survive the harsh open terrain, this remarkable bird has developed an incredible stride. When threatened by predators, it can accelerate past 37 miles per hour in a heartbeat. Though its wings are useless for flight, they serve a brilliant survival purpose. Acting as biological rudders, they allow the bird to make sharp, instantaneous turns to evade pursuers. Survival also demands a highly adaptable diet. The rhea grazes on grass and seeds, but eagerly hunts insects, spiders, and small reptiles to sustain its energy across the plains. Safety is found in numbers on these exposed grasslands. Gathering in tight social groups, these birds share the burden of keeping watch against danger from all directions. With the arrival of the rains, their social dynamics shift. The scattered groups unite into massive flocks, signaling the start of a highly competitive breeding season. Yet, ground life is fraught with peril. Lacking the ability to fly away, the rhea remains highly vulnerable to stealthy predators like jaguars and pumas prowling the tall grass. To counter these deadly threats, the flock relies on collective vigilance. An alarm call from a single sentry triggers a chaotic, fan-like retreat that completely disorients the attacker. Deep within the forested slopes, a different kind of survivor emerges. Wearing distinctive pale rings around its eyes, the spectacled bear silently patrols its high-altitude territory. As South America's only native bear, this impressive climber possesses a sturdy build. Weighing up to 300 pounds, it easily navigates both the forest floor and high branches. Despite its powerful claws and predatory build, this gentle giant prefers a peaceful diet. Up to 85% of its food consists of wild fruits, bark, and cacti. This vegetarian lifestyle makes the bear an essential forest guardian. By consuming large fruits, it disperses seeds across vast distances, helping to regenerate the diverse woodland ecosystem. Far below, on the humid Amazon floor, tiny creatures hold immense power. The vibrant poison dart frog uses its brilliant colors to warn predators of the deadly secrets it carries. Beneath its beautiful exterior lies one of the most lethal nerve toxins on Earth. A single drop of batrachotoxin can instantly paralyze any predator foolish enough to attack. Amazingly, the frog does not produce this chemical weapon naturally. It synthesizes the deadly poison from its diet of toxic ants and mites found among the damp leaf litter. Sharing this leaf-strewn floor are millions of tireless leafcutter ants. They transport heavy foliage back to their underground fortresses, cultivating a special fungus that feeds the entire colony. High above this busy floor, the towering Amazon canopy forms a completely different world. This lush green roof traps vast amounts of carbon, regulating the global climate. Nestled in this high sanctuary is the slow-moving sloth. Spending nearly its entire life suspended upside down, its sluggish pace is a deliberate adaptation to its low-energy leaf diet. Once a week, the sloth makes a perilous journey to the forest floor. Risking its life to fertilize the tree roots, it honors a dangerous symbiotic pact with its host. To survive the deadly gaze of eagles, the sloth relies on natural camouflage. Its thick fur hosts green algae, blending it seamlessly into the surrounding canopy leaves. As night begins to drape the rainforest, haunting cries echo through the branches. The howler monkey uses its booming calls to assert dominance and keep its troop united. Answering those distant howls, the agile spider monkey leaps fearlessly across the canopy void. Balancing effortlessly on a slender branch, it climbs upward, claiming the high treetops as its exclusive highway. Hanging suspended by its tail, this acrobat easily navigates the heights. When resting, family members huddle closely together on a branch, their dark eyes scanning the dense foliage for any sign of danger. After foraging upside down, a tight-knit troop of 4 monkeys sits side by side along a branch. They watch their surroundings with intense curiosity, proving that collective vigilance is their ultimate shield against predators. Sharing these heights is the iconic toucan. Perched on a high branch, it tilts its massive, vibrant orange beak downward, scanning the canopy for food with sharp, focused eyes. An extreme close-up reveals the toucan's striking blue-ringed eye and lightweight, honeycombed beak. This incredible structure regulates its body temperature, keeping the bird cool amidst the intense, humid jungle heat. Plucking a bright red berry from a branch, the toucan acts as a vital forest guardian. By consuming these fruits, it disperses seeds across the canopy, ensuring the jungle's continuous renewal. As shadows stretch across the endless green canopy, a silent transition begins. Deep within this vast, unbroken sea of trees, nocturnal hunters prepare to claim the dark wilderness below. The great horned owl emerges in the dark. Turning its head sharply, it stares forward with piercing, glowing orange eyes, possessing vision 100 times sharper than a human's to pinpoint prey. Perched high against the twilight sky, the owl prepares its strike. Its specialized, noise-dampening feathers allow it to glide in absolute silence, catching unsuspecting prey completely off guard in the dark. Locking its fierce gaze onto a target, the owl swoops down rapidly to strike the dark forest floor. Its crushing grip instantly neutralizes prey, cementing its status as an undisputed nocturnal ruler. Descending below the canopy reveals a dimly lit understory. Pushing through massive shadowed leaves, we look up at giant tangled branches stretching toward the sky, a vital nursery for hidden species. In this crowded understory, survival demands perfect deception. A bright green katydid rests motionless on a matching stem, its body mimicking a leaf with astonishing detail to vanish from predators. Other hunters use camouflage to ambush prey. A brown spider waits patiently on a vibrant purple flower, while another hangs suspended beneath a leaf, ready to strike an unsuspecting insect. Contrary to ground hunters, this orb weaver utilizes a complex web. Clinging to the sticky threads, It expertly wraps a captured dragonfly, securing its fresh meal with remarkable speed. While web spinners trap aerial prey, giants patrol the ground. Creeping over dark soil, the thick, hairy legs of a tarantula detect the slightest vibrations, preparing to strike with lethal force. High above, a brilliant green hummingbird perches on a lichen-covered branch. It then hovers beside its tiny hanging nest, carefully feeding its hungry chicks nestled safely inside. Hovering rapidly to feed on delicate red flowers, the hummingbird fuels its intense metabolism. After this high-energy display, it rests quietly on a slender branch to conserve its strength. As the dry season begins, vibrant macaws prepare for nesting. A scarlet macaw turns its head alertly, followed by a brilliant blue and yellow companion, both searching for secure canopy hollows. Perched on a curved branch, a majestic macaw tilts its head downward to survey the forest. It then bites into nearby green leaves, foraging tirelessly to sustain itself and its chicks. Gathered on a branch, a lively group of scarlet macaws interact and flap their wings. Nearby, two green macaws preen each other, showcasing the vibrant social tapestry of canopy life. Leaving the vibrant canopy of the macaws behind, we descend into a darker realm. A massive, yawning cave opening reveals a hidden subterranean world, where green moss clings to ancient, damp stone walls. Beneath hanging stalactites dripping in absolute darkness, life adapts to extreme isolation. With no sunlight, these shadowed chambers rely on organic nutrients washed down through tangled roots and damp stone crevices. Emerging at twilight, a massive swarm of bats clouds the sky. Inside the cavern, thousands of vampire bats huddle together, their tiny clawed feet clinging tightly to the rough, damp stone ceiling. These specialized nocturnal hunters must feed on blood to survive. Huddled closely in the pitch-black cavern, they crawl over one another, preparing to depart for their silent, nightly search for prey. Within the roost, a complex social bond unfolds. A single bat clings to the rock face, tilting its head alertly as colony members share vital nourishment to ensure their mutual survival. This system relies on strict memory. As a dark red droplet glistens, two bats huddle closely on the wall, reinforcing a vital pact of reciprocity that keeps starvation at bay. Leaving the caverns, we sweep over the colossal Amazon River. From high above, the muddy brown water snakes through an endless sea of green, carving a path through the dense jungle. In the sunlit shallows, a sleek anhinga perches on a branch. It spreads its dark wings wide to dry in the breeze, preparing for its next stealthy dive into the swamp. Stretching its long, slender neck, the anhinga surveys the water from a high branch. Its sharp gaze locks onto movement below, ready to plunge and spear its next meal. A formidable force emerges as a black caiman glides silently through the reeds. Floating motionless with its eyes just above the water, this ancient predator dominates the murky river shallows. Basking along the grassy bank, the black caiman absorbs the sun's warmth. An extreme close-up of its highly detailed, golden-patterned eye reveals a hunter built for flawless day and night vision. Lying in ambush, the predator waits. In a sudden, explosive splash, the caiman surges forward, its powerful jaws clamping down on a large bird struggling desperately at the water's edge. Alongside them swims the red-bellied piranha. Close look reveals its infamous weapon, a jaw lined with razor-sharp, triangular teeth capable of slicing through flesh with terrifying ease. Hunting in tight schools, these fish coordinate relentless swarming attacks. The water churns violently during a feeding frenzy, before a single, silver-scaled red-bellied piranha glides calmly back into the shadows. Deep within the river channels swims the colossal arapaima. This prehistoric giant, adorned with striking red-tipped scales, glides effortlessly through the water, reigning as one of Earth's largest freshwater fish. To survive oxygen-poor waters, the arapaima rises to the surface. Turning its massive body, it gulps atmospheric air directly, utilizing a specialized swim bladder to breathe where others would suffocate. In the swampy shallows, the legendary anaconda rules. Its massive green and black patterned body coils tightly in the mud, showcasing the sheer power of the world's heaviest snake. Peering from its muddy burrow, the anaconda prepares to hunt. It rests its heavy head on a rock before slipping silently into the dark water, ready to overpower prey with its constricting coils. The undisputed king, a majestic jaguar, patrols the muddy riverbank. Slipping into the green water, it swims with ease, its intense eyes locked forward as it scans for its next target. Leaping through tall grass, the jaguar launches a spectacular ambush. It plunges into the river, wrestling a thrashing caiman in a dramatic battle that cements its absolute reign over the Amazon. Even as the jaguar rules, the Amazon faces a massive transformation. From December to May, torrential rain pelts the canopy, raising river levels by 15 feet and forcing every creature to adapt to a vanishing landscape. These flooded forests, known as the Varzea, become a temporary sanctuary. As muddy waters wind through the trees, flocks of white birds settle on the canopy, navigating this transient intersection of land and water. Even the smallest must adapt. To escape the rising deluge, leafcutter ants crawl over dry pine needles, building higher fungus chambers and complex drainage systems to keep their subterranean home dry. When the flooded forest restricts movement, clay licks become vital gathering spots. Vibrant red and blue macaws flap their wings against the steep cliffs, crowding together in a dazzling display of survival. Perched on mossy logs, these birds consume the mineral-rich clay. This natural remedy is crucial, helping the macaws neutralize lethal toxins found in the unripe seeds and fruits they forage. For these birds, social bonds are key during this harsh season. Two macaws gently touch beaks on a log before joining the rest of the flock, clinging tightly to the clay wall. To hunt scattered fish, giant otters adapt. A lone otter chews its catch on a mossy log, but underwater they coordinate, using collective strength to drive prey into shallow waters. This family cooperation increases survival rates by 70%, popping its head above the brown water. An alert otter scans the river, protected by the strength of its unified pack. As the landscape floods, herds of peccaries seek vital nutrients. Standing alertly on a dirt path before disappearing into the dark undergrowth, they gather at muddy mineral licks to survive. But these mineral licks are lethal traps, where 30% of jaguar ambushes occur. As peccaries bury their snouts in the dirt to forage, they remain completely exposed to hidden predators. To survive, peccaries rely on a powerful defensive system. A tiny baby foraging alongside adults near fallen logs highlights the strength of the herd, protecting their most vulnerable from danger. Leaving the Amazon, we enter the ruthless African savanna. Here, even a small lion cub playfully bites and tugs a carcass's tail, learning early that only the powerful earn the right to exist. Reigning supreme is the lion, a 10-foot-long fighting machine weighing up to 500 pounds. Two majestic males walk side by side through the brush, engineered to dominate this harsh landscape. Their ultimate weapon is a thunderous roar audible 5 miles away. Tilting its head back with its mouth wide open, a male lion asserts absolute dominance over its vast territory. Departing from feline solitude, lions choose a highly social life. Walking down a steep, rocky slope together, members of the pride cooperate to maintain absolute control over their rugged domain. Together, they are unstoppable. Gathering around a carcass on the open savanna at sunset, the pride cooperates to secure colossal prey, ensuring each member can consume 20 pounds of meat daily. Yet the king faces extinction. An extreme close-up of a male lion's head reveals a somber gaze as habitat loss and poaching systematically push this iconic species to the brink. Sharing this territory is the spotted hyena, a highly effective predator. Huddled in the golden light, 3 hyenas feed on a carcass, showcasing the ruthless efficiency needed to survive here. With a spotted yellow coat and a muscular neck, this predator is an efficient machine. Walking with its head extended, it is built to tear flesh and boldly confront rival predators. Their power lies in clans of up to 80 led by an alpha female. Sitting upright in the grass, an alert hyena watches the horizon, representing a rare matriarchal society. A young hartebeest cannot withstand a predator's bite, but its mother fights back. Turning her head with long curved horns, she refuses to let any killer escape her protective fury. This protective fury is anchored in the hartebeest's unique biology. Lowering its head to graze, its tall, muscular frame, weighing up to 400 pounds, is engineered to withstand the brutal demands of the savanna. While warthogs wander nearby, a mother stands firm as her calf nurses. This long-legged, powerful body structure is built for endurance, allowing them to accelerate up to 50 miles per hour when threatened. To fuel this high-speed performance, the hartebeest is a highly selective grazer. Bending its long neck down, it carefully nibbles on only the youngest, most protein-rich grasses scattered across the dry plains. survival demands constant vigilance. Twitching its long ears and scanning the horizon, the hardy beast uses its sharp vision to spot predators like lions or cheetahs from over 400 yards away. This vigilance is multiplied by their tight social bonds. As a young calf kneels on its front joints to feed, the females form stable units, pooling their senses to guard their vulnerable offspring. When danger closes in, their defense combines speed, vigilance, and teamwork. With powerful legs striding across the green plains, the herd coordinates seamlessly to transform from simple prey into a united force. When attacked, they do not scatter in panic. Turning its head back while navigating thick brush, the herd moves in highly unpredictable patterns, easily confusing any predator trying to lock onto a target. In nature, brute strength does not always decide the outcome. Standing protectively over her calf near a muddy waterhole, the mother proves that maternal instinct and collective intelligence can overcome any threat. These strategies turn the seemingly weak into true warriors. Grazing peacefully under the golden afternoon sun, the herd relies on coordination and sharp instincts to secure their place in this relentless arena. This resilience makes wildlife spectacular. Lying down in the dirt and scratching its back with curved horns, this creature thrives, even as a wildebeest wanders past, showcasing the peaceful side of survival. On the savannah, the hippopotamus is the protagonist of unexpected moments. Emerging from the water to stand in tall green reeds, this massive beast commands absolute respect from every creature nearby. The hippopotamus is one of the largest land animals, second only to the elephant. Raising its head above the water to open its massive mouth wide, its colossal weight makes it unstoppable. This giant is one of the most territorial and aggressive mammals alive. Blinking its small eyes before slowly submerging, it remains ever ready to violently defend its watery domain from any intruder. An adult can open its jaw up to 150 degrees. Clashing in the water with jaws wide open, they reveal 20-inch canines capable of crushing bone with absolute ease. Unlike other herbivores, the hippopotamus never backs down. Charging forward and forcing a crocodile to scramble into the river, it asserts absolute dominance over the waterways with fearless aggression. While hippos rule the water, the African wild dog dominates the land. Standing alert in the tall grass and staring directly ahead, this predator relies on flawless organization to conquer the plains. Its body is engineered for endurance and coordination. Yawning widely to show off its sharp teeth, this highly efficient hunter prepares to wear down its prey through relentless, calculated teamwork. Today, the pack targets a waterbuck. Staring alertly with its large, rounded ears perked up near the riverbank, this robust antelope must use all its strength to escape the coordinated pack. An adult male stands over 4 feet tall, weighing up to 500 pounds. Walking along the water's edge with its long, ridged horns, it is built to fight back against predators. The pack of African wild dogs follows closely, surrounding their target. Wading through the shallow, muddy water, the waterbuck finds itself cornered along the bank with no easy escape route in sight. But the riverbank holds an even greater danger. Resting silently on the sandy bank, the Nile crocodile, a prehistoric survivor of the dinosaur age, waits for the perfect moment to strike. As the crocodile waited, a grim question of survival emerged. Why did this grazing waterbuck, dipping its head to drink, perish while others escaped the deadly grasp of the river? Seeking refuge, the desperate waterbuck deliberately entered the hippopotamus's territory. But as the massive giant steps down the muddy bank, this sanctuary quickly transforms into a fatal trap. To a territorial hippopotamus peering through tall reeds, a struggling creature is no victim. It is an active threat invading the very heart of its sacred aquatic sanctuary. Yet, some defy the odds. Having escaped certain death, the resilient blue wildebeest continues its migration, galloping across the dusty plains to secure the future of the herd. While herds migrate, a silent shadow watches. If the lion rules the open grasslands, the leopard is the ghost of all terrains, slinking stealthily through dry branches. From sun-drenched savannas to high mountains, this predator symbolizes extraordinary adaptability. Pacing through the brush, it relies on unmatched stealth to claim absolute dominion over its territory. As solitary hunters, they command the night. Moving like a whisper through pitch blackness, the leopard's spotted coat is the only clue to its lethal presence. Crouching low in the shadows, The leopard approaches its prey in absolute silence. It waits for the perfect split second before delivering a single fatal bite. But what truly makes this predator unique is its incredible strength. Resting on a fallen log and licking its paw, it possesses the power to dominate any terrain. To protect their meals, they haul heavy carcasses high into the branches of trees. Perched safely on a dark limb, the leopard secures its prize from ground scavengers. With a sprinting speed of up to 37 miles per hour, this agile cat climbs vertical trunks effortlessly, proving itself as one of the most athletic predators alive. Intelligent and highly territorial, they mark their kingdom with fierce pride. Staring down through thorny acacia branches, this predator warns any rivals to stay far away. However, that legendary flexibility is now being tested. Scanning the horizon from a grassy mound before descending into the brush, the leopard faces a rapidly changing world. On the flatlands, speed is life and no one is faster than the cheetah. Turning its head to scan the plains, this master of velocity prepares for the chase. This predator accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Sitting alertly on a grassy mound, it pinpoints its target with absolute focus. Their spines flex like a spring, combined with an incredibly long stride. Standing together on a fallen tree trunk, these sprinters showcase a body built entirely for speed. An incredibly strong heart and lungs pump oxygen instantly to their muscles. After a sprint, a cheetah pants in the grass and rolls over to recover its breath. They hunt during the day to avoid larger predators. Standing alertly on a heap of dry branches, these siblings scan the open plains for any potential threats. Yet the harsh reality is that this species is in a race against extinction. Walking carefully along a fallen branch, this magnificent cat fights a silent battle for survival. In this arena, life and death always go hand in hand. While gazelles leap across the green fields, a pod of hippos remains silently submerged in the calm river. When cornered, a united herd of buffalo joins forces to save their kind, charging forward courageously to confront a startled lioness and drive the predator away. Confronted by such fierce resistance, even the most formidable predators must hesitate. Watching from the golden grass, a lioness turns away, seeking easier targets as a leopard retreats up a tree trunk. High in the branches, the leopard watches helplessly as its plans unravel. Below, a massive Cape buffalo stands firm, chewing grass with quiet defiance, its powerful horns warning any predator to keep its distance. In this tense arena, survival demands absolute alertness. Standing frozen in the green brush, a male impala locks its gaze forward, ears twitching as it senses a hidden threat lurking nearby. True strength lies in unity. Amidst the dust, a mother buffalo gently nudges her young calf, keeping it close as the entire herd coordinates to shield their most vulnerable from danger. Yet this courage is tested by a shifting landscape. Galloping alongside zebras, a blue wildebeest leads its herd across parched grasslands, embarking on a grueling journey in search of food. Under a scorching sun, the ancient rhythms of the plains fracture. Kicking up thick dust, a massive line of migrating wildebeests marches past a skeletal dead tree in a parched landscape. An invisible enemy threatens every species as severe drought sets in. While a spotted hyena treks across the cracked, barren earth, thirsty zebras gather cautiously near a massive elephant. The struggle becomes a race against time. Across the vast, sun-baked horizon marked by a single acacia tree, two lions sit quietly in the dry grass, waiting for weary travelers. As ancient territories shrink, predators must adapt. Silhouetted against a fading sunset, bare tree branches frame the horizon where a cougar rests atop a high mound, scanning its dwindling domain. Guided by ancestral memory, an African elephant uses its trunk to sense moisture. Soon, the entire herd gathers at a muddy waterhole, eagerly drinking to survive the relentless heat. Nearby, vigilant meerkats stand upright on the hot sand, scanning the skies with intense focus. Their collective watchfulness protects the family before they huddle together to rest in the shade. Without these grazers, the entire ecosystem would collapse. Silhouetted against a deep red sunset, a solitary waterbuck stands alert in the tall grass, representing the fragile balance of life. To preserve this ancient world, vital corridors are needed. While a tall giraffe wanders through the brush, a striking gray-crowned crane stands beside an antelope on the parched plains. Restoring water sources breathes life back into the parched earth. a majestic giraffe carefully wades through a flowing river, highlighting the critical importance of these thriving wetland sanctuaries. While technology aids conservation, the ancient struggle continues. A massive elephant feeds quietly on green leaves, unaware of a lioness resting nearby, keeping a watchful eye on a distant herd. Far from Africa, another legend fights for survival. In the dry forests of India, a majestic Asiatic lion licks its lips, guarding its final stronghold with quiet, ancient dignity. Gir National Park offers these rare cats a vital sanctuary. Crouching low, a male lion laps water from a pool, while a nearby lioness rests on the grass, flicking her tail. Perfectly adapted to the intense heat, these lions endure the dry forest's harsh climate. Panting slightly in the shade, this lioness stares ahead, her amber eyes reflecting a fierce determination. Unlike solitary hunters, these lions thrive in tight-knit prides. Resting together, their strong social bonds form the foundation for highly coordinated strategies, essential for securing their next meal. Stalking through the dense undergrowth requires absolute stealth. Utilizing the forest's natural cover, they orchestrate flawless ambushes, ensuring the survival of their pride in a rapidly changing world. While lions rule the shadows, other giants master survival. Stepping cautiously through the dry brush, a powerful nilgai reveals its unique elegance, looking like a striking cross between a horse and an antelope. As a classic herbivore, this blue bull shapes its forest home. Lowering its head to graze on tough, dry grass, it keeps thorny shrubs from taking over, maintaining a delicate balance for all. Yet no herbivore is safe in these dry forests. Walking briskly across a green field, this nilgai remains a prime target for apex predators like the Asiatic lion and the stealthy leopard. To escape lethal hunters, the nilgai relies on explosive speed reaching 31 miles per hour. Trotting swiftly through the dry shrubs, it easily turns a sudden ambush into a desperate chase. Deep in the shadows, another giant emerges. Walking past a dark tree trunk, a sambar deer displays its rugged, heavy antlers, which exude a fierce power rather than delicate beauty. As South Asia's largest deer, its massive body and 43-inch antlers command respect. Even while lying down on the ground to rest, it must remain vigilant in this predator-dominated realm. Equipped with large ears and bright eyes, the sambar acts as a living radar. Walking slowly along a dirt path, its keen senses detect the slightest rustle, triggering its defensive instincts. Sensing danger, the sambar emits a loud, resounding alarm call. Standing on a grassy bank next to a calm lake, its piercing warning alerts the entire herd to flee immediately. While others flee, this giant relies on defense. Chewing calmly on green leaves, the Indian rhinoceros displays a colossal body encased in heavy gray armor that acts as an impenetrable shield. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing up to 5,000 pounds, this prehistoric giant dominates. Walking slowly across the dry ground with its head lowered, its massive presence deters any predator. Should a rival challenge it, the rhino reveals its ultimate weapon. Raising its head with its mouth slightly open, its 10-inch horn serves as a devastating tool in fierce territorial battles. When threatened, this multi-ton beast can charge at 25 miles per hour. Even when lying down in green grass with birds on its back, it possesses an incredible, explosive force. Behind this armor lies a peaceful grazer. Grazing quietly on short, dry grass, it relies on daily mud baths to protect its sensitive skin from the scorching sun and biting insects. While giants rest, a master of stealth watches. Lying quietly behind green leafy bushes, the cunning leopard uses its perfect camouflage and superior intelligence to dominate the shadows of the forest. The leopard's compact body perfectly balances muscle and agility. Lying down in the dry grass to lick itself, this sleek predator possesses the physical perfection needed to hunt with effortless grace. Its exceptional climbing ability is truly legendary. Lying comfortably on a thick tree branch hidden by leaves, the leopard can easily haul heavy prey high into the canopy, away from competitors. This tree-dwelling habit is a brilliant survival strategy. Lying calmly on the sandy ground, the leopard knows that hoisting its kill into the branches protects it from tigers and wild dogs. With a crushing bite force, this predator easily pierces a deer's skull. Lying on dry leaves and yawning widely to show its sharp teeth, its lethal power is undeniable. Its hunting strategy relies on patience, camouflage, and explosive power. Pausing to drink water from a pool, lapping with its tongue, The leopard prepares to stalk its next target silently. When the moment strikes, the leopard attacks with blinding speed. Walking directly towards the camera across dry grass, it brings down its prey with overwhelming power, leaving no chance for escape.